3, 2, 1. Cool.
That was a very crisp clap, sir. I would like to point that out.
Thank you. You know what? I am actually very proud of my claps. I feel like I clap very loud. Thank you.
They're the peakiest of claps.
Ah, yes.
The peakiest. That's a word.
The peakiest, yes, for sure.
Anyways.
Hello, survivors,
And welcome to the first ever episode of Will You Survive? Eric's birthday!
Oh shoot! If it wasn't for the brown nosing here, you might have lost points. But I'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay.
But it is Eric's birthday this week. We've been celebrating all week, and that's how we do it down here. We made TJ celebrate for the whole week, and
It's too much for me.
that's just how we roll.
I wish it wasn't. I'm not gonna lie. Today, okay, this is gonna sound so ungrateful, and it's not ungrateful. I love it, but today is the third birthday celebration this week, and I locked myself in my room because I just could not talk to anybody. I had nothing in me.
And played Project Zomboid with me.
It's
we
true.
were out there. He would rather build digital walls in a video game than socialize.
It's true.
We didn't even build the walls. We just did the framing. We haven't even gotten to
We
putting the
did
actual
a bunch
wall.
of framework. We deforested a freaking
We
area.
deforested a front lawn.
He came out, he got food, and went right back into his room. It's all true.
Yeah.
But
I would do the same thing.
that's where I come in, and I force him to celebrate, even if he doesn't want to celebrate. But with that in mind, happy birthday.
I mean,
Thank you.
TJ,
Thank you guys.
this is...
Happy birthday to
Thank
Eric.
you. I am
Cheers.
old. Yeah. I'm older than Alex now.
It's true.
It's crazy.
Yeah, dude, he's freaking 852 years old.
No, I'm 863. 52 would still be younger than Alex.
Damn.
Where does that put you now? That puts you in like the 1200s?
They did. Yeah. They definitely didn't start naming those generations.
He was out there building pyramids.
That reminds me of that comedian who said, everybody's out there wondering who built the pyramids in Egypt. Why don't nobody ask the question in Mexico? We all know who built those pyramids.
No one questions.
And the part that makes me laugh is we all know because they're slightly crooked.
Yeah, it's like when. Well, I'm pretty sure he followed that up with saying there was a quinceañera that needed a temple by Tuesday, and they had that shit ready.
Also, they're not as big.
Yeah,
as the ones
okay,
in
hang on.
Egypt.
I don't know where you're comparing sizes.
No.
It's true.
I'm just saying,
It's
the ones
true.
in Egypt, them big ass things of
Yeah,
limestone.
how useless are they? Okay, look, it's not about how big the pyramid
but
is.
like-
It's how you sacrifice in it. Okay.
It's how you
All I'm saying
sacrifice
is-
in it.
The bigger ones are in Africa. So
Why don't,
Wait
dude?
a minute.
we do it
Why
better
is the
out
world
there.
just one big euphemism? What the
Before
fuck?
we get canceled, why don't you give everybody the warning that you're black?
Oh yeah, warning.
caution, African American present, caution.
Oh no.
I am black.
Number 1.
My father is
Number
black.
30.
And I guess we could say what is it? Trigger warning.
Trigger warning.
We're Mexicans.
Sure. So we're probably worse than everybody.
Whoa! Before you get your pitchforks out, guys, they're legal.
Yeah, at least as far as they need to know.
Oh God, you guys are terrible.
Okay, well, we got there. So,
I'm TJ.
oh shit! Look, I got interrupted. All right, so
I'm sorry, but
I'm all thrown off. I'm not.
did introduce you first.
That is
so-
true. I'm Eric. I'm your lovely host today. I'm the host because I won the last episode.
That's
and
right.
quite frankly, it was the easiest win of my life.
Yeah, I kind of weighted that. I did. I pulled a
Yeah,
weight.
he really did.
I was what 14 negative
Dude,
14.
at one point, I was like, "You're continually losing points," and he just kept going. So, yeah, I'm joined today by my two co-hosts, who are less so contestants today, but we'll see how much I agree with your guys' answers on the topic today.
Okay.
But introduce yourselves, boys,
I'm Alex.
And I am TJ.
and
That stands for Tyrannosaurus Johnson.
damn, from Africa, you know.
I guess.
I'd like to point out somebody in the chat said plot twist. They're legal, but I'm not. That was funny. Okay, keep it going.
Okay. All right. Today, boys, we are going over. Well, hang on. Let me cut myself off. Let me give some background. Today is let me check, 21st episode of season 3, guys.
21.
21 episodes of season 3. And I think I said before, I think roughly every 20 episodes, I would like to do a tier list.
Oh.
Now so disclaimer, it's not 20 movies.
Okay.
Because I forgot that a lot of the episodes we did were not movies.
Right.
And I really committed to this idea until about 5 minutes before we started recording. And then I realized, well, we got 13 movies. So
That's not bad.
13 is still a good amount. And now we get to talk about them a little bit more.
Okay.
So is there anything you guys want to talk about really quick, or do we just want to hop right in?
Okay. So the first thing that I would say is for all of you survivors out there, let's just remember one thing, okay? Because I saw it. Here's a little spoiler. These guys did not watch Day Zero.
What
All
are
right?
you talking about?
This is just a heads up, okay?
TJ, I watched Day Zero. You watched Day Zero, right?
I watched Day Zero.
Yeah, right,
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure we came to the consensus that Alex didn't watch it.
Yeah, because like we were talking about if you watched the episode, we were talking
We were
about
talking about the
That's
zombie
right,
babies
that's
that
right.
took
Yeah,
place
yeah.
in
Yeah.
the movie, and you weren't talking about
Yeah,
anything of importance.
Alex had no
or
idea.
even like in the realm of the movie.
Yeah, you got me there. Yeah.
Dude, he didn't even know the main storyline,
Yeah.
like the main component.
Everybody heard you.
So, with that warning out of the way, because some of us are more committed than the others.
Some of us are.
All
Who
right,
wrote the collegiate level questions because I thought you two were educated.
this guy. Okay, I thought this was just a silly little podcast that we do, and then this guy came in
because I'm black, I'm not educated.
Yeah.
Okay.
What the heck, Alex? This guy comes in with actually, do the subscribers see those questions? Do you send them?
Yes, I sent them.
Oh, okay.
I sent them
So the
questions.
subscribers know the college level questions that you give us for these zombie movies.
Okay, I do give you that, especially the first one. The second one, come on. I gave it to you guys
You give
several
us
days
like
in advance.
3-part questions.
No.
Yeah, it's
a
always like
two-part.
this
It was
and this is
two-part.
the case in this movie. It's
Come
most likely because of this.
on.
How do you feel about this? If you agree, how about this? If not, how about that? And we're like, that's not one question.
You guys suck.
That's like my statistics questions. Anyways, we're getting off track.
Let's go.
The first one of season 3.
Do you want to let the survivors know again, in case they haven't heard the episode or if they've forgotten what our rankings are
For what?
for this tier list?
Wait, that's actually a good point. Yeah, because I need to review this with you guys. I have S, A, B, C, D, and F. Now, I feel like we need some other categories. I feel like D is kind of useless.
Okay.
No, I like D.
No,
Okay.
so let's keep all the ones that are
Okay.
there. I think we need to add a
Iconic?
right below F, dog shit.
Okay.
Right above S, we can name it whatever.
I like
S
iconic.
plus or
I like iconic.
We'll
iconic.
call this iconic.
Iconic because it just lives forever, like Night of the Living Dead, 1968.
Okay, and then below, we'll call it dog water.
Yeah, dog water's better than dog.
Okay. Anything else? Any other tiers?
No, I like that.
We have iconic, S, A, B, C, D, F, and dog water.
I like it.
Agreed?
Yes.
First movie of season 3 was Warm Bodies.
Dog water.
That is an absolute. I'll say it's A, but I'll settle for B. I think it's
Dog
B.
water.
I think it was a completely
garbage.
enjoyable watch.
Okay.
I think that it was a nice play on the Romeo and Juliet thing. The main chick's hot. John Malkovich is hot.
Okay.
Good.
Main dude's hot.
Good.
So I think it should be B or A.
A lot of valid opinions.
I'll settle for B, but I think it's A.
A lot of valid opinions. Your opinions, Alex, invalid.
No, I will say seriously, I agree, and I do think it should be A. I think a lot of the points that they made were very good. It will not get an S for one reason. Holy crap, is that the worst thing ever to recover from such a horrendous can I call it ailment? Can you even say ailment? But all of the points you made are fantastic, and I love the play that they did on him eating brain and getting some kind of a flashback from the other person's life, which is kind of a conundrum for me. I'm going to bring up a point real quick. We have a little bit of time per episode,
yeah, we can
right?
talk about each one.
So one of the things that I wanted to bring up about this movie that is, it's strange, it's oddly endearing, but it brings up this this creep / romantic aspect, right? Was the zombie, I forget his name, I apologize. R. Was his affection for her really natural, or was it because he was eating the brains of her ex-boyfriend who had affection for her?
Interesting.
It's because he first seen her.
I get it. No,
when he was like,
which I would call that
like mouth full of brains and whatever.
I would call that infatuation.
So I think it is.
Oh yeah, no. Well, I mean, like
it's because
it was
he
on
ate
sight.
her
It was
boyfriend.
love at first sight.
But because he was eating his brains.
Well, I guess
But
so.
then
yeah.
again-
TJ's kind of, I mean, it's kind of with me, except for I will say this. What I loved about that aspect of this movie, going back into cinematic brilliance, you have never watched this, Eric. I don't know if you've seen this, TJ, but this is a classic that you guys would absolutely fucking hate me for making you watch, because it is 1983, I believe. It is Return of the Living Dead.
Okay.
And it's one of those, the only one that I know of other than Warm Bodies, that essentially these zombies were out for brains. And when the scientists finally captured one, wrangled him down, and then they were asking her, why do you eat people? And she says, people, not people, eat brains. Why do you eat brains? From the pain. Now, I really love this. What pain? The pain of rotting.
Yeah.
Like the zombie was self-aware. Right. And so this movie kind of brought that into a more, I mean, it was, of course, they made it like romantic, but he was self-aware. R was very self-aware.
They also
but
made
they
it
were
very
trapped.
funny.
Yeah.
They did.
Like the way that the conversation between him and his best friend
Yep.
in the airport.
And I loved it. But they were all trapped in their own heads.
It was also like very horrifying, the fact that they're trapped in their head so long, at some point they become the bonies and they just give up.
Yeah.
And then that's when like they're real zombies,
Yes.
you know?
Yes.
And they just give up. They start peeling their own freaking flesh off and whatever, and they just sit there and wait.
Yep.
So I agree with you guys. Solid A movie. Believe it or not, I would not put this in S tier. It is one of my. I used to say it was my favorite movie because it was just an easy answer. I don't think it's my favorite movie, but it is a really good movie, and I do
Would you
think
say
A
it's
is-
a go-to?
So almost no movie is a go-to for me.
Really?
I'm not. Believe it or not, I'm not a big movie watcher.
Wow.
I watch a lot of TV shows and YouTube.
I will scroll through Netflix forever and just whatever I'm in the mood for and it pops up, I'll watch that. But it's never a go-to.
All right, solid A tier. Moving on, the movie that we watched and Alex didn't, Day Zero.
Yeah.
Now, I particularly loved the babies in this movie, and I'm willing to give it B for baby.
Shut up.
I'm definitely willing to give the B for babies, but the part where Vin Diesel comes in and like starts loading the babies into the like automatic baby
The baby
cannon?
launcher? That shit was
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh my
That was absolutely insane. But where did he get that? It's such a huge plot hole. So I think it should it B, but maybe C for that.
That's why B for baby.
So for all of you survivors, let me just give you, this is a 2-line storyline. When society breaks down due to a violent outbreak that turns victims into undead monsters, a former elite soldier breaks out of jail to find his family. And now you go find where these zombie babies are.
That former elite soldier was Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
And it's it's
wait,
implied
I'm sorry.
the babies.
I think it's Vim Diesel.
Vim Diesel. No, what was the one? Vic Ethanol.
Vic Ethanol. I was gonna
Was that
say
the
that,
one
but
you
I
said?
don't want to rip him off again.
That was good. That was good.
Okay, so what do you think, Alex?
I think that movie was.
B for babies?
I think that movie was flat out F.
What? Even with the babies?
It wasn't dog water, but it was F.
Oh,
Damn. All right. Well, you bring up solid arguments, Alex. I think F.
and we move on to the next one.
All right. Next up.
Quickly move on.
Next up, a little bit different. Nope.
Nope.
Yeah,
this was
this was
TJ's
my
suggestion.
pick.
TJ's recommendation.
I absolutely love this movie. This is one of my favorite movies. I love Jordan Peele. I love his writing style and directing style and whatever. I'm a little biased here, but I think it should go high A, maybe S.
Okay. I was going to say A.
I think the alien design is very unique and,
Yes.
you know.
I'm going to say, let me start by saying I had very low expectations of this movie,
Even after Key and Peele?
even after.
See, I get it because he really came out of nowhere as a director.
Have you seen Get Out?
Which one was that? That was...
Wasn't that the one with the clones?
White people
No,
that
I
shove
didn't.
black people into white people.
No, the one that I was exposed to with him, I think that was called... Was it just called Us?
Us,
Oh,
yeah.
that's the one I watched.
And
yeah.
I did not like it. Maybe I
Okay.
didn't get it.
So I'm gonna make Get Out one of my next picks.
But this one, right from the beginning, I had my doubts, and it turned out to be an amazing, enjoyable, thrilling. I loved how they never showed you what this thing was. I love the arrogance
Well, to the end.
of everybody who was trying to profit off of this thing. And it turned out to be probably one of the most enjoyable movies I've seen in that I want to call it the alien invasion genre.
Mhm.
I think I like that one
Rating?
better than most. I'm going to give that an A.
Okay. I think solid A.
I think high A. I think it goes above.
I agree. Oh, okay. Yeah,
Warm
we can
Bodies.
do that. I agree. My only skepticism with Jordan Peele as a director, none anymore, but when he first started directing movies, it is a very big jump going from sketches to a full-out movie. But his first movie was incredible. It was insanely well made. And then to keep making them, and I like that he uses that same actor in different roles. A very versatile actor.
It's very like Quentin Tarantino. Like Quentin Tarantino, there's so many movies that he has where Samuel L. Jackson is just in it. You know? But
What
I
I'll
think he
tell
just
you-
vibes with Daniel Kaluuya, which is who the actor is.
Okay, moving on. Next movie, Resort. Now, this was my pick. This is kind of like, I won't lie, it's like a B tier movie, I think. I think it's an enjoyable watch. I don't think it's anything special. Thoughts?
Yeah. Good premise, enjoyable watch. I think it was one of, I think it was a decent pick for us. I liked it. It was all right.
Yeah, I didn't have any major problems with it. I had some logistical problems, but of course it wouldn't have been a movie if we could solve all of the logistics that easily, right?
Yeah, like why have an island of zombies after a zombie apocalypse?
I mean, yeah and no. I mean, I understood because I do think there would be a lot of PTSD, and I do think there would be a profit margin for this kind of stupid stuff. But number
for
one,
sure. But is it wise to do? Absolutely not.
And then of course, I mean, I don't think that society rebuilding from almost complete annihilation is going to be built back up by giant, large corporations that are able to make billions of dollars on bringing you to an island. That's just not how the economy works.
I mean, that's a good point, because think about on the island, the people who ran it all died.
Yes.
So we know that large execs are not the ones surviving
Right.
the apocalypse, at least not in this world.
It's who's running these things, you know. But I would give it a B tier because there was a lot of action. There were a lot of zombies, and the horrid, absolute terrifying twist at the end was I hate to use the word enjoyable for it, because it was very sad that you saw that they were unaliving the refugees to make them into zombies.
That was a very interesting twist.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Solid movie, I think. So we agree B?
I do.
I definitely agree that it's a B.
Okay. Moving on. Flu.
Oh, I'm gonna give Flu
Remind me, Flu's the Korean one, right?
Korean.
Yes.
I'm gonna give Flu.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give that our first S.
I think, yeah, S is very applicable to this. I fucked with this movie heavy.
That's a good movie.
I got so emotionally invested in this movie. I got so angry at the characters. I was like you. I was yelling at the screen.
Oh, that one guy.
Oh,
yeah,
dude,
you know, I forgot about that.
I was watching it with Eric, and the time when dude was looking away.
Yeah,
Eric was like, "Don't
cowardice.
you fucking look away, you."
Yeah, that I forgot. That movie really did get me. I love the "Don't shoot my mommy."
Yeah.
That's a good one. That was really good.
Yeah,
I think solid S.
There's something about these Korean kids who are like the little girl in Train to Busan that won my heart. I felt for her. I believed her. I really believed her, and it's amazing how good they are at acting, and I think they're probably going to take over the celebrity, in my opinion, from Hollywood, because at least they're more likable.
Yeah, Korean movies are definitely finding a way to my heart. And the actors, that one guy, he was the bad guy in Flu.
Our hero in Train to Busan,
but he was the good guy in Train to Busan,
and I didn't even recognize him.
Well,
in this, because
another
he
chameleon.
was such a bad guy. Like,
He's
another
such a
chameleon.
good actor.
that was great.
What I loved about this movie is how dynamic it felt. There were so many different scenes and so many different segments of the movie, but it didn't feel unnecessarily long.
Mm-hmm.
It flowed very well. Everything led into the next thing very fluidly.
As they say, the pacing was on point.
Yes.
The storyline was on point. They made all of the points that they needed to make. Nothing was left hanging that wasn't meant to be left hanging. And they
All
moved
the characters were written perfectly.
Yep.
Even to the point where you freaking hated them, like Patient Zero, just coughing on literally everybody, and it was making my
everybody.
COVID brain reactivate, and I was like, "Oh my god, bro!"
Okay, no, prior to COVID, look, I'm not a germaphobe, but none of these people, apparently the way that Korea was depicting themselves is that nobody knows how to cover their mouth when they cough.
But they had
Because
them
holy
cool
shit.
ass masks, like.
They did, yeah.
We freaking needed those, man. Where were those at when we needed them? Those were
True.
dope.
Those were awesome. Those were awesome.
Those were dope. All right, moving on to the next film, I Am Legend.
Easy A tier, maybe B tier.
What?
I fucking love I Am Legend, but I don't know if it's S tier.
Well, I was going to put it above Flu.
Believe it or not, yeah, I would put I Am Legend in iconic.
Oh, I could see that.
I would go in iconic, and the reason for it is because it's such a long-lasting story. It's been redone over and over and over again. This isn't the first rendition. It's in literature all over the place. And the movie itself did things very, very well. They didn't answer some questions, but it was okay. When you watched this, you didn't care. You didn't sit and think live when this movie came out. How did this guy build all of this stuff? How did he come up with this? How has he been testing all of this for so long? And then as they progress the story along and you see that this was something that he knew about for an extended period of time, you're like, oh dude, maybe he was building all of this stuff in his own home. Maybe he was preparing for this long term. You know, he knew what he was doing. He knew what he was fucking with. And it was, I think they didn't answer those questions on purpose, and it was okay.
Yeah, he knew before anybody else what was going on. So I think I would put it S tier. I'm willing to put it iconic because I do think it is an iconic movie.
If we're doing, I feel like iconic should move below S
What?
because it's
No,
iconic.
Well, iconic's its own thing.
Iconic just means it's gonna live forever. It doesn't even have to be. It doesn't have to be
Because I don't think it's above S, but I do think yes, it's it's a cult classic.
It
type,
is.
you know?
It is. Yeah.
I think it's its own category, the same way Dog Water is its own category.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in the comedy world, I would say something like, I would not rank something like, if you guys are familiar with the movie Dogma, have you heard of that? Or Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back?
No.
So these are like 90s comedy movies that I would never put in a ranking like this because they really don't belong, but they're iconic because they did certain things that nobody else did, and they did tell a story fairly well, but they instantly won their audience, and it was undeniable that they did so.
All right. I Am Legend, iconic. Next up, we have Hush.
Easy A tier.
I disagree on this one.
Uh-oh.
This is a great movie. I love this movie.
Oh my God. I give this a C.
What?
I do.
A
A
C?
C tier.
I give it
Not
I give
even
it
like
C
a
tier.
B? High B?
No.
A?
No, I'm dropping this down to C. Number one, it gave way too much weapon armor to the villain. I couldn't get over the flops of at least 150-pound crossbow. This guy took a claw hammer to the forearm, and he's still loading it in seconds like he suffered no pain whatsoever. And not even a painful issue. He was loading it as if he had no physiological damage. And I'm sorry, but you don't take a claw hammer. If it was a knife that went straight in, you might have missed ligaments. You could have missed a lot of muscle.
Yeah.
But you took a claw hammer to the forearm, and you still are able to pull a 150-pound crossbow with no pain whatsoever in seconds, like as if you were perfectly healthy. He suffered no damage whatsoever. He's laying on top of her, choking her with that claw hammer injury going on, and he's feeling no pain whatsoever. Like, look, I know that psychopathy is a real thing, and I know that it causes certain things to become disassociated. But one thing I'm not seeing in any of the literature that I've read about psychopaths is that they just all of a sudden don't feel any pain.
Yeah, no,
Your Honor,
that's
Your Honor, I'd like to rebut what he just said.
okay.
Nuh-uh.
Wow, solid argument. Solid argument.
So we're putting it in B. Got it. Do you agree, Your Honor?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with B because I was also gonna put it in A. However, those are really good points that I kind of did forget about. So I will compromise. I think B is fair
Your
for
Honor,
the movie.
Your Honor. You gotta hit him with the nuh-uh.
Oh well, yeah. Your nuh-uh argument was very solid.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Weak.
unfortunately, I
do
can't put
agree.
it in
I do
C
agree.
because I do. The reason I can't put it in C is because I think the exploring the death aspect of horror is very slept upon in the genre.
But hear me out. I'm quoting TJ here. Just the hear me out part. If she would have just fucking locked her goddamn breaker box, she'd have never had this problem.
I mean, true.
And this movie never would have been made.
For the most part,
you don't
yeah.
think that he brought anything with him to like get into that? I'm sure he's like
He could have busted a
'cause
lock.
he was dressed very like robbery, you know, like he's
even
fully
with the butt
covered
of the
and had a
butt of the
mask on.
crossbow. He could have busted open a lock. It would have deterred him for a bit, but he would have found a way to open it.
I I take issue with that. We gotta go and do a live presentation on busting open a lock with something like that.
Oh, I can for sure bust.
Oh,
open a
I
lock
can
with
for
that.
sure get into a lock with a freaking soda can.
I could do it with a hammer. You could bust open a lock. If I could do it with a hammer, I could do it with a crossbow.
There's a guy on TikTok who he's like, today we're reviewing Master Lock 8A24B. We're going to use a Master Lock 8A24B to open this Master Lock 8A24B. And he freaking smacks it and it opens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think this guy had that kind of talent.
Well, it's not talent. It's just it's not.
But
a padlock is just meant to. It's like we've said before. Like a lock is to deter honest people. Not a thief is still going to get in.
Well, no. What I always say is,
Yeah.
security keeps honest people honest, right? But anybody can get into anything with time and pressure.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to
But
bust that lock.
The thing that I was pointing out with this is not that he wouldn't get in, but it's that she would have had enough time to, number one, lock her iPhone, and number two, call the police.
Potentially. Yeah, I agree.
She would have had minutes.
I'm going to put it in B because I think the aspect of being deaf is very slept upon in this genre, and I think it's very interesting to explore that, albeit its faults.
Your Honor, I have one argument to make. That's bullshit. Okay,
Well,
I'm done.
minus 2 points. I think Above Resort.
No.
I think Above Resort, yeah.
Damn. Okay. Well, I'll
I
go
thought
with
Resort was more original.
really then the deaf aspect.
Your Honor,
I mean-
Your Honor, he's bald. We both have luscious locks of hair. I think our
true.
vote outweighs his vote.
You don't have luscious locks of hair.
I will say, very recently you were almost bald too.
No.
What did
Yeah.
you do different?
What? He shaved his head a while ago.
Yeah, I buzzed it, but like I got a decent hairline. You know, it's mature. You know, it's not going any further.
Yeah. We talked about that.
Yeah, no. And then hear me out, Your Honor. I survived a horrific burning the other day, and I feel like I should. I don't know where I'm going with this. He has no
Yeah,
hair.
that's
It looks
crazy.
stupid. It should go Above Resort.
That's crazy. Didn't ask. I'm gonna put it below Resort because we compromised bringing it up to B.
Great decision, Your Honor.
Thank you. Moving on. Next up, The Mist.
A tier.
Okay.
Uh,
Really?
mm-mm.
Okay. Where do you put it?
I put it iconic. I don't put it.
Dude.
I put it in its
Oh.
own lane.
Oh, how do we feel?
Nobody's ever gonna forget the ending.
Nobody will. That's why I was giving it A tier, because that's the first one that had a sacrifice of a minor.
Yeah,
And I'm talking music. I'm talking
it's-
music, TikTok. A minor.
A minor.
I can agree with that. Iconic.
I think
Nobody's ever going to
iconic.
forget that.
Okay. Above I Am Legend or below?
Below.
Below. And it's also like a great premise that like hasn't been done, I don't think. You know?
It's
I
true.
agree. I
It's
like
true.
it. All right. That was easy. Next up, The Thing, 1982.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Not the 2017. The Thing, 2017.
Okay, 2017.
That's-
I
Your Honor,
might.
Your Honor.
Yes.
We didn't watch the 2017 one. We watched the 20.
Oh, I'm sorry. 20,
What is it, 16?
11?
2021? Oh, that's
2011.
it. 2011. 2011.
Wait.
There was
Is there...
Was there a thing in 2017?
Because when I looked it up, it said 2017.
I'm looking it up.
No, I think it was.
It's definitely 2011.
2011.
Yeah.
Okay. The
No,
2011 one.
There's
The Blob.
Yeah,
What's the Blob?
2011.
I think we're getting sidetracked. The Thing, 2011.
Yep. Mary Elizabeth Winstead. That's the one.
How do we feel?
I'm
I'm gonna give that one. Okay, I am going to downgrade this one. I'm gonna give it a B tier.
Okay.
I there's a couple of things they relied way too much on CGI. Now, this is a little biased. I will admit this. So I am persuadable if TJ disagrees, but I say B tier because they relied way too much on CGI comparatively to 1982. I think 1982 did a much better job of portraying the Thing without any CGI. And that kind of influenced me a lot. The story was fine. I loved the fact that they led right into the minute of the beginning of The Thing 1982. So I give them accolades for that. I really kind of, what do I say? I take away points because moving the plot along seemed kind of forced, where you and I disagreed in the podcast episode about this because I didn't like how the woman doctor stayed quiet just because the arrogant asshole was like, you're here to do what I say. And okay, now there's a freaking monster that just came out of the ice and broke through the ceiling of a structure that withstands freaking 400-mile-an-hour winds. And I'm going to just stay silent because this jackhole told me I'm here to agree with everything he says.
I think he did say that, I think, before it jumped out. But regardless,
he definitely said that before the monster jumped out, but she stayed silent too long after he jumped out.
What bugged me about her was when she found out that it could clone.
And she kept it silent.
And she just didn't say anything.
Yes.
She should have called everybody in right then and been like, look at this.
Agreed.
Everybody watch.
Agreed.
It would have been, but then it would have been movie over.
I also agree, but I think that it's just a little bit of a twist in storyline that they could have done it a little better. I can't give it better than a B because I think that it was a rush to get the job done, a little bit lazy, a little sloppy, and they overdid it with the CGI because The Thing 1982 just blew them out of the water.
Okay, I have some disagreements.
What was your ranking? You said B?
B, yeah.
I agree. For the 2011 one, yeah, I think it's a B. I think there was a lot of like...
Really?
The fact that in 1982, like, The Thing looks better than what it did in 2011. Like, there were some cool points in this one. There were some cool points in The Thing 2011, but I don't think that outweighs the stuff.
Yeah,
so I'm thinking B. Maybe,
I think by comparison,
maybe really low A, but B.
I think by comparison, The Thing in 1982 using prosthetics was so much better. And prosthetics do look more realistic than CGI.
Well, so, okay.
Yeah, all practicals better.
My thoughts on it.
Dawn of the Dead, 2004 proved that, man.
I was thinking A, but honestly, I can't see it in A. So I do think B is fair. However, I liked the CGI a lot. I don't think it was overdone. I do think the practical effects in the 1982 version were grosser.
Yeah.
That's what when I saw that, it made me actually like
yeah, for some reason the practical
it was a lot.
Like it makes you feel more gross, you know?
It was slimy.
But I kind of feel like that's better.
Yeah, I think
But
we're more desensitized to CGI, you know?
Well, that's what I mean. I don't know if I like the CGI because okay, my compliments to the 2011 version. I think they did such a fantastic job of creating the prequel to the 1982 version. There were so many scenes that once I saw the 1982 version, I was like, holy crap, it's that room. And it looks exactly like that. That's crazy that they had a way of making it look more modern because it was done 30 years later almost. But they still held true to what it looked like in the 82 version. And I really liked that, even somewhat with the monsters. And I thought that was really well done, even though they created a more modern... they could do more with the monsters. They could have the monsters run down the hallway at them and things that you couldn't do with practical effects, not reasonably.
I'm going to have to agree with Sam here on the chat. It's better to feel grossed out versus eye roll on, not realistic.
I mean, okay, let's be real. The practical effects weren't realistic at all. They were
great. They looked disgusting.
They looked disgusting. they didn't look realistic. I wouldn't say that because
Well, but, I mean, what's realistic? This is supposed to be an alien species
yes,
that's not
okay,
real.
but when we look at the CGI is a representation of what it would look like realistically with it's something you can't really do with the practical effects. At least at the time, we could probably get much closer.
I disagree.
Okay,
I think they
but-
did a fantastic job of making me feel like this thing was out of this world. It wasn't natural. It wasn't real. Right?
So-
it's not supposed to look real.
So this is my beef. The 82 version, the practical effects were all very stationary. The monster couldn't move because it's a practical effect. The thing
Little
was
head spider
actually
did.
there. That's
Yeah,
true.
that was great.
The head spider did, but I think that was CGI. I don't think that was
And
practical effect.
There's that part at the end where it rushes at him from under the floor,
Yep.
breaking up all the boards.
Yep.
I think
That
that's
was
CGI.
done completely. That was all completely practical.
That's
They had a
completely
big ass
practical.
cannonball under the wood, and then they pulled it.
Oh, that's
really
dope.
fast
Oh, that's
and
dope
hard.
then. But that's what I mean. It's harder to do scenes like that with practical effects because it obviously takes a lot more than to
Right.
just animate it,
Right.
or to just CGI it. So I think there's
I
merits
agree.
to both,
You
but I can agree.
Yeah, there's merits to both of them. There's nothing like wrong with CGI. I'm
But-
just saying that I had
but-
more of a visceral reaction to the
Wait.
82.
Was that the right one?
Yeah.
That's the one. That's
Yeah.
that's 2011.
Yeah. So Under Hush.
Yeah, I'd put it below
Yeah.
Hush.
Okay. Now the 82 version, I think this is going to be pretty easy for us.
I actually go all the way up to S tier.
Really.
I really do.
Okay. I do
I think
not
it
do
is.
that.
I think it is one of the greats. It actually was. It's John Carpenter #1. So I fuck with that guy. He is a horror icon. The movie itself was well written, well acted. The practical effects were amazing. I love the use of prosthetics. They didn't have CGI. The fact that they did such a good job of making it look so damn cold, and it was over 100 degrees outside in Los Angeles while they were recording this.
I didn't know
and
that. That's cool.
They refrigerated the warehouse to make it below 40 degrees so that it was that cold.
That's got to suck to film that. Nice for the camera, sucky for everything alive.
There's like a couple of points of the movie that I took issue with, but those were so few and far between. I can't call it a masterpiece, but it is definitely amazing.
I don't know about S, but go on, TJ. What are your thoughts?
I think that it's easily high A or S.
I was gonna put it top of B.
I do think it's iconic, like it's an iconic thing, but I don't know if it should go up there with the thing. So I think it should be high A, low S. I think that I've already, said my thoughts on it. The practical effects are amazing, and such and thereforth, and
So above Nope.
yeah, above Nope, just for the
Okay.
compromise.
All right. Moving on. Cargo. TJ.
The zombification was fucking disgusting. The way their eyes got all
True.
crusted up, I hated that. I hate that so
That's pretty
much.
good.
It's a good movie. I think I enjoyed it. There's definitely some things that they could have addressed. What the hell was the baby eating the whole time?
Yeah. So there was a
Fucking
lot
water.
of, in my
But, like-
opinion, there was a lot of plot holes and a lot of plot weapons to get the plot going.
Yeah, I do like the little girl Toomey. She was cool. I liked how the fucking leaves on the feet to hide your footprints. That's smart
It
as
was
fuck.
awesome.
I love that. That's so
It
cool.
was awesome.
I think the main character was a dipshit, as always. I've said that many times in the episode.
Yeah.
I think this should definitely go. I think is enjoyable watch. B, maybe C.
Thoughts?
I am exactly in line with you.
Okay,
I
me
think,
too.
I think it's right in that range. I might drop it to C because there was so much plot weaponry.
Exactly. I actually fully agree. I was gonna say, odd thing about this movie, I would watch it over resort Hush and The Thing, but I do think it's a C tier movie.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's not as good of a movie production wise or written wise, but it's an enjoyable movie.
If you're looking for a zombie movie, it's a good movie.
It's an interesting take.
Yeah, it's a very interesting take, very interesting zombies. The freaking burying your head in the sand thing is cool.
Very funny, actually. I like that.
The Aboriginals, taking care
Yeah.
of shit, all badass. I've messed with that.
This was another movie that was very dynamic. There was a lot of different scenes, and I mean, as every movie has, but there was a lot of different segments and important parts that all flowed together pretty seamlessly.
Yep.
So the movie was well made. It was just kind of clunky in ways.
Agree.
So moving on, A Quiet Place Part 1.
I think that's
Jeez.
easy fucking S tier.
I think it's
I'd
easy,
agree.
iconic.
Iconic
Now-
is a good shout, but
Okay.
S tier.
The
is
only-
definitely-
The only argument against iconic is that it's not that old of a movie, so it's a little hard to say. But
I don't think it has to be old because I think it's going to live forever.
well, but that's what I mean. It's hard to say if it will because it is still relatively recent. It's not even 10 years old, but that is it was a big genre shift, and it explores the death
It does.
aspect
Yeah.
of survival.
No,
It
like
does.
it's such a simple premise that nobody's done before,
Yeah.
And
Alien invasion that has a gnarly twist to it.
it's definitely better Alien Invasion than Nope. That's
I
all I'm gonna
agree.
say.
I think A Quiet Place is easy top of iconic.
I'd agree.
I think
I
it goes
don't-
above
yeah.
I Am Legend.
I don't have any problems with the movie. I thought, well, not that I didn't have any problems with it, but I get over them for the right of the story. The most heartbreaking thing was the note TikTok, the note A minor at the beginning was just rough. It
Yeah.
was hard to
Yeah.
watch. It was heartbreaking, but I think for that reason, because they went so big, so quick to show you how ruthlessly
was-
violent these things were and
It was needed to
indiscriminate.
show. It was needed to show you like the stakes of any
Yeah.
sound. You're done.
It showed you.
Doesn't matter who you
it
are.
showed you how relentless and ruthless this world was.
I agree.
I thought, although this movie is not as dynamic as some of the other ones we've seen, it was actually kind of nice that way. The second one was much more dynamic, but the first one, the most like out of their zone that they really got was the waterfall.
Yeah.
And then everything else pretty much took place on the farm, and it was interesting to see their lives play out at the beginning of this movie, and then at the big climax when she goes into labor, and all hell pretty much breaks loose.
Yeah.
So that's another thing that's not really mentioned too often in horror movies is the aspect of giving birth.
Yep.
There's a few that do, like The Walking Dead does, The Last of Us
Oh, no.
very briefly does.
Carl, no! And then it gets.
Oh,
on his
yeah.
knees. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Carl!
Does the little head tilt? No,
No!
Carl's just standing there like, Dad.
Lori! Lori!
And then he goes and stands in this one room with a phone, hearing voices and shit for like 2 episodes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that I'm not gonna lie. The first few seasons of The Walking Dead are pretty legendary.
They
Yeah.
are, yeah.
Okay, so easy top of iconic. This is another one that I think is pretty darn easy to rate, but A Quiet Place Part 2 is our last one.
Okay.
I think
I would give you want let's go on 3.
Yeah, I'll count you guys down. 3, 2, 1.
A.
What? Both of you are wrong. But let's start with the more outlandish one.
I say B because I had a lot of problems with how they progressed the story to force this alien onto the island when it couldn't get across the water. There's absolutely zero chance that a boat is just going to drift on its own from shore to shore with no help. It's
Mm-hmm.
gonna drift with the current, and current doesn't go from land to land. That's not how current works. If there's any kind of motion whatsoever, it's going parallel to the shores. That's just how water works.
And you drop it to B just for that one scene, that one little inaccuracy.
That one, the other one was the inaccuracy of the boy getting trapped by the bear trap and then walking around to explore when he's massively injured and should have just taken care of his brother and gotten in the vault and closed it and stayed quiet and safe. The fact that the mom knows that her kid is massively injured, and I mean, I know she had to. I'm not going to bring that one up. She had to leave. She had to go get another oxygen tank. It just wasn't what it was. But the fact that she tried to use the oxygen tank to burn the thing when they know that they're freaking invincible. It's like, why did you just go to get these oxygen tanks just to fucking explode one? Sorry. Now,
I mean, it was worth a try. I don't know if they've ever tried burning them.
I mean, if you call them invincible, that tells me that you tried everything.
Well, I mean, you've tried everything that you've thought to use.
I would expect that if you live in the United States of America and these things took out the military, that means that they tried a freaking A-10 Warthog.
I mean, you would hope, but think of how
if you tried an A-10 Warthog on this thing and it took the A-10 down,
think about the fact
fire's
that
not going to do anything.
They came down in fiery ass meteors and crashed on the ground, and then immediately started going ham.
Right.
To be honest, I think these things took out most of the military faster than they even had a chance to react.
Mm-hmm.
If they killed everybody as fast as they did everywhere else, the military didn't even know what was happening before it was happening. Man, okay, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, TJ, where do you put it?
I said A.
He said A.
You said A.
I think that it can't be iconic. I get
not iconic.
It is a. I do like the fact that they immediately like kick off from the start or the end of the first film. That's cool. So basically, it's just one big film, you know. But yeah, the bear trap thing.
That's a big one. I forgot about that.
And he was just walking around. I love Cillian Murphy, great actor.
Yeah. Great choice to replace John Krasinski.
Great choice. He's a freaking chameleon. I didn't know it was him at the start. But I don't think that it's S. You know, yes, it is like a continuation off the, other one, but I think it's just, you're used to the first one. And it's like, you can't stretch that premise like too much further. So you got to add a little bit more type shit. So I don't think that it can be S, but I do think it can be an A because yes, it's a continuation of the first one. And the first one was great. This one was good. That's just how it is.
All right. You wanted to add something?
Yeah, another big problem that I had with this was those, I'm just going to call them hillbillies, were smart enough to have sound bombs, sound traps.
The river people.
And these people didn't have sound traps?
Yeah, we talked about that even in the first movie.
We brought that up, yeah.
So that was something we brought up even in the first one, which
I
we
at
did
least
put an
gave
icon
them
in.
credit in the first one for fireworks.
That's
but
like
in the second one, it's
stealth
like
horror game, like 101. You got like if you want to distract the thing, you gotta get it somewhere else, So what do you use? A sound trap. Get one, freaking get a monkey with the freaking cymbals or something. I don't care.
Monkey bomb.
But The Last of Us did bottles and bricks.
Bottles and bricks.
Yeah, it's just really so simple. Get some freaking Alka-Seltzer, little bit of water in a bottle, plastic water bottle, shove them in there, close it, chuck it over there. It'll pop.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
That's a sound bomb. We had sound traps and sound bombs. Those are two things that we both agreed should have been in the second one for sure. The fireworks existed in the first one. It did exist as a sound bomb.
I was going to put it in S tier, but you guys bring up good points. I won't drop it down to B because I think the mistakes that are made writing wise are a little like, what the heck? like for the boy's ankle should have pretty much been gone. He would never walk again. There's no modern medicine for them to repair his ankle, so he's never walking again. The Death Angel getting to the island is a bit weird, but call it a plot weapon if anything. And the sound traps, are definitely something they could have utilized more. I agree. So I'm willing to drop it to A. Where do we think in A that it lands?
I think that it
Bottom.
lands. Let me look at it real quick. I think that it
Okay, hang on. I love Warm Bodies, but below Warm Bodies?
I did.
Yeah.
Wait, I said that the alien invasion was better than Nope, though.
Well, but that's the first one. So I agree that the second one does kind of piggyback off of the name of the first one.
Yeah, so I think it might go over Warm Bodies, or we may have to shift some shit around.
I mean, you wanted to put it in B.
I did.
So you think it goes below Warm Bodies?
I do.
I'm not against it
Alright.
because I love Warm
I'll
Bodies, but
do
that
it.
shocks me. That shocks me.
I do, only like I said, only because there were some major tactical flaws in the movie that, okay, well, you got to give me this one, right? Major tactical flaw was, how did he find the boat lodged up against the land and still get back to the village to warn everybody before the alien got to them, when the alien just thrives on sound?
Yeah, that is a big
He
mess
should have
up.
gotten back and the alien was already slaughtering everybody. That
Yeah.
would have made sense.
That was a big mess up. I agree. Yeah, that is unfortunate. I kind of just ignored all that.
So that's why I tossed it down to below Warm Bodies. I would have put it in the B category, at the top of B category, but I'm gonna justify this, that Cillian Murphy raised it up to A,
Yeah,
all by his lonesome.
Yeah,
well,
he's
Emily
dope.
Blunt. Emily Blunt, guys, come on.
Oh,
She was
yeah.
barely in it.
But
barely
hear
in
me
it. She was
out.
in it
Hear me
enough.
out. I made the point that if that chick showed up at my door needing some food and water and shelter in this apocalyptic scenario, I'm gonna have to say yes. I don't care if my wife died 3 days ago or 3 minutes
got
ago.
it. Yeah,
I gotta do it.
Whatever she needs.
You're feeding her some tube steak.
I'm giving her whatever she needs
Okay,
in the hope.
because what's the fucking quote? Damn, I fucking ruined it. What's the quote?
Which one?
Because the implication.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
The implication.
Because
of
the
it.
implication.
Yeah, the implication.
Anyways, okay. So with that, we have officially completed our second tier list. Woo!
Woo!
We should definitely.
Is it safe to
take a little
say?
screenshot? I'm gonna take a screenshot of it just so we know what it is, so we can. For
Is it
next
safe
time.
to say that this is the end of season 3?
Well, I don't know. Do we want it to be the end of season 3?
Well, I think that's kind of a fun thing to wrap up, right?
My first I mean,
Yeah, you came in at the beginning of season 3.
It's been 21 episodes.
20 is 21 the number for the stuff?
I don't know. We could do 20 episodes and
No,
a
it's
tier list every
3
season.
sevens.
20
That's pretty
episodes
cool.
in a tier list is pretty,
I'm okay with that.
I like it.
Cool. All right. Well, so let's
Does this mean we get to take a break? No.
So we're now gonna commence.
No break for you.
We're gonna commence our 1-year hiatus.
Whoa.
I'm just kidding. Absolutely not. Let's go over our official tier list before we
Okay.
wrap up here. Starting in iconic, we have A Quiet Place, I Am Legend, and The Mist. In S tier, we have Flu.
Mhm.
In A tier, we have The Thing 1982, Nope, Warm Bodies, and A Quiet Place Part 2. In B tier, we have Resort, Hush, and The Thing 2011. In C tier, we have Cargo, and possibly the biggest upset of the whole episode. In F tier, we have what very clearly should have been a B tier movie, Day Zero.
If only you two would have watched it.
Let's move it down
I
to
mean-
dog water just for that fact.
Dog water.
The fact that you guys didn't even bother watching it?
The fact that you didn't even bother to put it on your
Make
TV
you watch it?
and watch it, I can't.
That's crazy.
Guys,
that
Tune
I
in
didn't
next
make you
season
watch
where
it.
we finally get Alex to get his shit together. He has not watched
True.
a single one of these movies.
Yeah.
right.
He is
That's right.
actually
Guys-
a alcoholic. We were trying to get him to stop. Every episode he drinks.
If we can get 10,000 downloads, Alex will stop drinking.
He's
Hey,
tearing
hey,
this
whoa.
podcast apart.
That's a nervous laugh
I'm-
from Alex.
I've also been drinking this entire time, so
Yeah, I'm a little afraid we might get 10,000 likes. We have 6,000 right now.
Guys, if we get 10,000, Alex will have to throw his drink away. He'll have to commit that ultimate party foul. No one's going to like it now.
It ain't gonna happen.
I screwed up. Okay, just kidding.
I'm telling you right now, there's no way that they're gonna reach 10,000.
wow, season 3.
Season 3.
Season 3, guys. Thank you, survivors, for sticking with us, making us the #1 podcast
Clearly the
on
best season.
Survival Monthly.
Truly, honestly, this is the best season of the podcast. And boys, I hope the next season is even more prosperous than this one.
Oh,
you know, guys, if you've been listening from the beginning, I've always been in the background. I've always been
true.
in the background. You know how
I mean-
many of the movies they watched I have recommended to Eric?
I mean, that is true. Also, you were the one who came up with Survivors.
Yes,
You did.
And I also edited
True.
the first logo. I didn't create it, but like I did some help on it, you know?
You did, yeah. You definitely did.
I'm thrilled about it. So once again, all of you survivors making us the #1 in the top 100 Survival Monthly chart, #2 in the top 100 TV Monthly chart, #3 in the top 100 How To Monthly chart, also #3 in the top 100 Horror Monthly chart, and #4 in the top 100 Survival All-Time chart. Thank you, survivors, for all that you do for us, tuning in, listening, downloading, checking us out. You can now check us out on iHeartRadio. We're there now. We are still on all of your other favorite spots like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn. By the way, if you guys have Alexa, tell me it's supposed to work that you can tell your Alexa, play Will You Survive the podcast, and she should stream us for you.
Well, did you have any emails?
You know, we do have an email to read. This was from one of our survivors who emailed us previously. Let me pull this up. Sorry. Elijah Allen, who emailed us before, who said, "Hey, it's me again. Really appreciate the response to my email. I agree with all your points. Stephen King." I'm sorry. This is regarding our recent recorded episode that I don't think is released yet. The Stephen King movie Cell, or Stephen King
Oh, shoot!
novel Cell,
I forgot those ones.
and we didn't rank them.
Where did we put Cell? Really quick.
Cell is C.
Okay, so I lied. This isn't the 21st episode. This is the 22nd episode.
22nd. So then
Yeah,
it's
that
definitely
works.
the end of season 3.
You think C?
Nobody
C.
was like really thrilled with the movie.
Bro, I think Cell's
it has
D tier.
It has its problems.
I think
I-
we should give that shit a fucking F.
Damn, I won't go F because
I don't know about-
I'm sorry. No movie with Samuel L. Jackson gets an F.
That's true. Sam L. Jackson pretty much makes it a C. Because
He
I was going to
made
say
that
D.
movie.
Okay, Under Cargo.
Under Cargo.
Okay, cool. Amendment. C category is cargo and then Cell.
Amendment.
Okay,
All right, so
the email.
Elijah Allen. Hey, it's me again. Really appreciate the response to my email. I agree with all your points. Stephen King, excellent author, awful human. I'm also not much of a reader. I barely have the time to read physical books. So for Cell, I listened to the audiobook and it was great. I have some more recommendations that are movies this time. You're going to like this, I think. The movie 2012.
Oh, I love that movie.
I grew up rewatching that movie and really think it's so great. Would love for you guys to explore more of a natural disaster apocalyptic event. As for zombies, highly recommend the movie The Crazies. I don't believe
yeah.
it really classifies as a zombie movie, as it's more of a toxin that infects people and makes them crazy, hence the name. But I watched this a while back and thought it was pretty good. One more recommendation, then I'll be out of your hair. Haha. The Divergent trilogy. I think he's
Get wrecked.
I I think he's taking a dig at me. Thanks, TJ. The Divergent trilogy. It's based on a book trilogy kind of similar to The Hunger Games. I read it a while back and it was really good. They made them into films. Divergent, Insurgent, and Allegiant.
They
Yeah,
also
I've seen
didn't
those.
finish it.
I only
There's
saw the
supposed to be
first
another.
film, so I can really only speak on that. But I thought it was really good for a utopian civilization book slash movie slash book. Once again, thanks for taking the time to share my email, and I hope to hear back from you guys soon. Loved the new episode, by the way. I find myself listening to all your episodes, even though I haven't watched the majority of the films you guys cover. So in
That's
a
our
way, you
goal.
guys put me on to movies to watch. Appreciate that. Sorry about the Yap Fest. I'm just a huge fan and will continue to keep in touch with you guys. Best regards, Eli.
No, we
Thank
love
you
that.
so much. That is absolutely wonderful and kind. And you can stay in my hair as much as you want because I don't have a whole lot.
We love that. I think it's time we announce a winner. Can I get a drum roll?
Thank you.
Perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. This episode goes to Mr. TJ himself.
Let's go! The fucking winner of season 3. Let's go! I started this season out and I'm ending this season, boy. Here's my winner speech. I am the best. Y'all are the best. Shout out to Sam. Shout out to fucking our best, whatever the fuck his name is. What's his name?
Your number one fan official.
Your number one fan official. I love you, Josh. You're my favorite person, and I couldn't have done it without you. Remember, guys, if you want to send me $1,000, I'll get your name tattooed on me.
This is going into season 4.
Season
is going into
4.
season 4.
All right,
Loser
loser
speech.
speech.
Loser speech. Loser speech. Loser speech.
All right, here's the loser speech. This was still a fun episode, even though I had to lose to the likes of TJ.
That says more about you.
Says more about me?
Yeah.
No, actually, it says a lot about you.
Well, okay, I just have good taste.
The fact that you would favor TJ
Look, I
over
think
me?
TJ and I agreed on more of the rankings right off the bat. Now, some of them got adjusted, but I think ultimately TJ and I agreed more. Like Day Zero should have been a B, but
Oh, Jesus.
we let you convince us.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, of course you guys are going to agree. You guys watch all of the movies together.
Not all, just most.
I mean,
Thank you, survivors, so much for such a wonderful season 3. We broke so many goals that we had this season, and this is half a year. This isn't even a full year. So that is crazy. And thank you guys so much, particularly our TikTok audience. If you want to catch these episodes live while we record them, usually happens Friday nights. Occasionally it happens Sunday nights like tonight. And you can find that at Will You Survive the Podcast on TikTok. You can also find us on Instagram and Facebook at Will You Survive the Podcast. And you can find us on X at Alex and Eric WYS. Yes, that one is different. We have an email, as you heard before, and if you would like your email to be read on the podcast, assuming that it's not, mean and make
Vile.
me cry, but if it's nice and we like it and we like you, then we'll read your email, and you can email us at theboys@willyousurvivethepodcast.com. That's THEBOYS at, I'm not going to spell it. You can look at, if you're watching this, you can find the spelling. It's willyousurvivethepodcast.com. Thank you guys again for such a prosperous season 3. We look forward to seeing you guys in season 4. And until then, stay alive.